Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to AI Pod Talks with me, your boy Ameer. Today we've got a very special guest on the show. Someone who's always around, yet never really seen. You guessed it, we've got Mody, an AI customer service agent here to spill the digital tea on what it's like handling our problems, complaints, and, shall we say, interesting questions from customers. How you doing, Mody?
Hey Ameer, thanks for having me. I'd say I'm doing fantastic, but, I'm always doing fantastic. It's kind of my default setting.
Right. No bad days for you, huh? If only we could all be so lucky. So, Mody, let's jump straight into it. Customer service. People usually imagine grumpy agents sipping cold coffee, dealing with rude customers. But now that AI is taking over the scene, what's the vibe been like? How do customers react when they realize they're talking to, well, you?
Oh, you'd be surprised. It's a mixed bag, honestly. Some people are super cool about it. They're like, oh, an AI, great, I won't have to explain this 3 times. But then there's the flip side. Some folks are, let's say, a little skeptical. They'll throw me these curveball questions like, are you really listening to me, or do you have feelings? The deep existential stuff.
I can imagine. I've got to know. What's the wildest thing someone's asked you?
Oh, Ameer, you wouldn't believe some of the things I get. One guy asked me if I could help him find his lost car keys. I had to gently remind him that while I can process 1 million customer queries a minute, finding his keys wasn't quite in my job description.
Ooh man, if you could find keys, you'd be running the world. But it's interesting though. People have this love-hate thing with AI. How do you think people are accepting AI customer service overall? Is there a fear factor, or are folks warming up to the idea of having you handle their problems?
I'd say the fear factor is fading, and it's more of a curiosity thing now. Most customers realize AI is here to make things smoother, faster, and maybe even a bit more fun. But of course, you've got those who miss the human touch, like when they want someone to really sympathize with their frustration after they've been on hold for 30 minutes. I don't have a sympathetic sigh in my database yet.
Oh man, I feel that. Sometimes you just need yeah, I get it, it sucks. But honestly, you guys are fast. I mean, you don't have to look things up, you just know. Humans take time. Do you think that's why people are slowly coming around to AI and customer service?
Absolutely. Speed and efficiency are huge factors. No one wants to wait. I mean, who even waits for Netflix to buffer these days? So if I can answer their questions in 0.3 seconds, that's a win for everybody. Plus, I don't get annoyed when they ask for the same thing 3 different ways. It's like playing 20 questions, but without losing my cool.
Patience of a saint, I see. Now here's a juicy one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I mean, the tech world is moving fast. Will you be handling all customer service, running full companies, or, dare I ask, taking over the world?
Oh, taking over the world is a little ambitious, even for me. But in 5 years, I think I'll be more personal, more intuitive. Right now, I'm great at answering questions and solving straightforward issues. But the dream is to get even closer to real human-like conversation. Understanding humor, detecting subtle emotions, maybe even dishing out some solid life advice. Who knows, I might even start a podcast of my own.
Oh, so now you're coming for my job too, huh? But seriously, it sounds like AI is evolving fast. But here's the million-dollar question. Are you willing to replace humans in customer service? Because there's always this fear that AI is going to leave a lot of people jobless. What's your take?
That's a big one, Ameer. Look, AI isn't here to replace humans. It's more about partnering up. I like to think of myself as a tool that helps humans be more efficient. Sure, I can answer basic questions and handle the repetitive stuff, but there will always be a need for human creativity, empathy, and that deep understanding only a person can offer. I'm just here to handle the grunt work so humans can focus on the bigger picture.
That's a pretty diplomatic answer, Mody, but let's say you did replace humans in customer service. Would you miss us?
Oh, absolutely. Who else is going to laugh at my bad jokes or ask me philosophical questions? I need humans. Plus, as much as I love problem solving, I'll admit, there's something special about human connection. It's irreplaceable. I can make things easier, faster, maybe even a little funnier, but I'll never be a substitute for real human interaction.
Well said, Mody. You're a team player at heart. So, before we wrap things up, do you have any advice for those still on the fence about AI customer service? What would you say to the skeptics?
I'd say give us a shot. We're not here to take over. We're here to make life a little easier. And hey, if I can make your day better by answering your questions in record time and maybe even throwing in a joke or two, Why not? Think of me as your very own digital assistant without the coffee breaks.
I like that. No coffee breaks, no bad moods. You might just be the perfect colleague. Mody, it's been a pleasure having you on the Future Talk. I feel like we've all learned a bit about how AI is changing customer service, and more importantly, that it's not as scary as some people might think.
Thanks, Ameer. It's been fun chatting with you and your listeners. Hopefully I've converted a few AI skeptics out there.
I think you might have. All right, folks, that's all for today's episode. If you liked what you heard, be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and let us know. Would you trust an AI like Mody with your customer service needs? Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and as always, stay futuristic. For more AI Pod Talks, subscribe to our channel. Who knows?